Welcome to the M&M Show, featuring Mosese Fifita.
And starring Farbanks. But first, a message from our sponsor.
When you are depressed, where do you want to go?
Nowhere.
Who do you feel like seeing?
No one.
Who can depression hurt?
Anybody.
Let Feel Pro help. Feel Pro is an oral drug used for treating depression, bulimia, OCD, PMDD, SSRIs, and other BS symptoms. Get emergency medical help if you have any signs of an allergic reaction, skin rash or hives, difficulty breathing, swelling of your face, lips, tongue, throat, chest, left ear, belly, gut, or stomach.
Report any new or worsening symptoms to your doctor, such as mood or behavior changes, anxiety, panic attacks, trouble sleeping, or if you feel impulsive, irritable, agitated, hostile, aggressive, restless, hyperactive, depressed, happy, cheerful, energetic, or any other emotion related to being a normal human being. This is not a complete list of side effects, and others may occur. Call your doctor for medical advice if symptoms appear.
Let Feel Pro help you to feel good.
We now bring you live on the scene with Officer Tate Winters and Deputy Arthur Any More Donuts.
Hey, how's it going?
Don't ask. Bit of a rough shift. Hauled in a couple of pucks. One had been drinking battery acid, and the other had eaten a couple of fireworks.
Let me guess, you charged one and lit the other off.
Aha!
Beat this for a morning. I had to pull in one crook who's been cruising on a yacht, driving a Ferrari, and drinking the best champagne. He was living in the life of Riley.
What'd you arrest him for?
Riley reported the theft of his credit cards.
Ha! I can beat that. One day, I pulled over a guy who seemed to be drunk driving. He got really upset and said he wasn't drunk. Said he could prove it. Next thing I know, he gets out of the car, claims he's a juggler, pulls out a couple of knives, and starts juggling right there on the side of the road.
Whoa, I bet you were surprised.
I wasn't the only one. I heard a driver go past and say, "I'm glad I gave up the booze. Look at the drunk driving test they do now."
I hate doing traffic patrol. Recently, I had this lady who'd been all over the road. I pulled her over and checked her paperwork. It said she needed glasses. She said she had contacts, and I told her, I don't care who you know, you're getting a ticket.
Just this morning, I had to swerve to avoid a woman who fell out of her car. I got her some help and then chased the car for 10 miles.
Did you catch the driver?
Yeah, it was her husband. When I asked him if he knew his wife had fallen out of the car 10 miles back, he said, "Thank God, I thought I'd gone deaf."
There was this bloke I pulled over for running a red light. I told him he should have stopped, and he said he had. I said he just slowed down, and he said, "Stop, slow down, what's the difference?"
What did you do next?
I started hitting him with my baton. I said, "Do you want me to stop or slow down?"
Did you hear about the burglary victim who showed up this morning? He wanted to talk to the burglar.
What, and ask him why he chose their house?
No, he wanted some advice. He'd been trying to sneak out for the past 10 years. Woke his wife every single time.
I can do with the answer to that question myself. I'm always pulling ladies. Last night, I got called to the theater.
Really?
Yeah, this bloke was just lying across 3 seats in the stalls, and he wouldn't move. The usher asked him 3 times, but he just lay there groaning.
Was he drunk?
They thought so. I got there and spoke to him. I said, "Sir, can you tell me your name?" He said, "Arthur." I said, "Where are you from, Arthur?"
What did he say?
He said, "The balcony."
Huh? All that happened to me yesterday was finding this drunk guy walking around at 2 in the afternoon. He could barely stand upright. When I asked him where he thought he was going, he says, "I'm going to a lecture, sir." I asked him who was giving this lecture. He said, "My wife when I get back home."
That's another guy who needs to speak to that burglar.
His wife sounds like the woman who came in last week to report her missing husband. The next door neighbor had brought her in. The woman said the description is a 6'2", black hair, blue eyes, and a strong build. The neighbor then says, your husband is 5'4", wears glasses, and is almost completely bald. And then the wife says, yes, but who wants him back?
Wow. There's just one man I felt pretty sorry for. I found him in a park crying. I checked he wasn't drunk and asked him if he was okay. And he said, okay, I'm married to a gorgeous woman who's only 21. That's 1/3 of my age. She cooks me breakfast every morning, takes care of all the cooking and cleaning. She does everything. So I asked him why he was crying, if life at home was so good.
What did he say?
He said, I can't remember where I live.
There was a time when I caught a man crying in a street. I pulled over a motorist and asked him how long his light had been broken. He went sprinting out to the back of his car and started yelling and crying. I told him to calm down and that it wasn't that bad. He went nuts.
He did? What did he say?
He said, where the heck is the boat and the trailer?
It wouldn't be so bad if you could just leave it all behind when you got back to the station, but it doesn't end there either. We had a weird identity parade for a suspect mugger the other day. We got 5 guys and the suspect to line up one after another, and they all had to say, heads up and give me your money. When we got down to the suspect, he said, but that's not what I said.
Well, there's a time we needed... Now, we need to get back and smart.
Why so quick? We passed at least 4 coffee shops on the way back to the station, and I need a donut.
There is no time for coffee and cakes. We've got a pile of paperwork to fill out. Let's do what we're paid for, not lounge about snacking.
Yeah. Now that was a good joke, my friend. Come on, there's a bear claw with my name on it.
You're paying.
Yeah, that's not so funny.
Thank you for watching the M&M Show. We'll see you next week, same time and same place.